Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Beaufort County where a school board meeting is going to be held to discuss the potential closure of one school and a merger between two schools. Now, the Beaufort County Schools says the new Washington Elementary School is anticipated to open this August. As part of the process, the school system says a hearing about closing and combining John Cotton Taylor Elementary and Eastern Elementary will happen on April 13th at the Beaufort County Schools Professional Development Center. The hearing is set for 5 p.m. right before the school board meeting where the official vote will happen, according to Beaufort County Schools. The school system says the formal vote must take place near the end of the construction process per school closing procedures set forth by the North Carolina General Statute. Back in 2023, the district received a $42 million needs-based grant from the state, along with a $10 million grant from Beaufort County Commissioners. And now we want to turn our attention to the search for Nancy Guthrie, as it is now it's been about a month, a little over a month, since Nancy Guthrie went missing. We are hearing from the Today Show that Savannah is expected to be back coming up next week. NBC's Craig Melvin has more on the developments.
Amid the search for Nancy Guthrie, the country and our own colleagues have rallied around Savannah and her family to share messages of love and hope. And on Thursday, Savannah surrounded by support in Studio 1A for the first time since Nancy's disappearance. The morning met with a swell of emotions as she embraced our Today Show family, thanking the team for caring about my mom as much as I do. Savannah's inner strength shining through as she spoke, telling us, "I wanted you to know that I'm still standing. And I still have hope, and I'm still me. I don't know what version of me that will be, but it will be." Savannah, resilient, saying she plans to return to today. "I have every intention of coming back. I don't know how to come back, but I don't know how not to. You're my family, and I would like to try." Then Dylan leading us in a moving prayer for Nancy, saying, "We're here holding hands as a family in a place where we don't understand why this is happening. It is not too bold to ask God for the biggest miracles every day."
We have had a powerful morning.
Also yesterday, Jenna and Chanel opening up about Savannah's plans to come back to the show.
Even though it feels like the hardest thing to do, it's also her home and where she feels so loved, and she is beyond loved here.
I hugged her and I'm like, you know what, you are here. And we love you.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you. And whenever you're ready, we are here.
Savannah has spent much of the past 34 days with her family in Arizona, only stepping out in public once to read messages of support. But through it all, she's expressed her deep gratitude online.
We know that millions of you have been praying. So many people have been praying of every faith and no faith at all, praying for her return. And we feel those prayers.
Savannah making it clear, despite this harrowing ordeal, her faith in God has not wavered. "I'm holding on to my faith," she told us. "I still believe. And as my mom would say, where else would I go?"
And again, that was Craig Melvin reporting. We now want to turn to your weather forecast. It is looking like a mostly sunny day across eastern North Carolina. We do have one little bit of news to bring to you. It does look like we've spotted a plume of smoke just to the southeast of Verona. We'll zoom the picture in a little bit closer, and you guys can see that plume there, again, just southeast or just off to the east of Highway 17. Now, we haven't heard of anything active right now, but we again are going to continue to see if this is just maybe a small brush fire or if it's a controlled prescribed burn. We have again been told by folks with the Croatan National Forest that they were going to be doing some prescribed burns around the forest this week. Obviously this is a little bit of a ways away from the Croatan National Forest, but still, again, keeping an eye on that plume of smoke just off to the west of the New River. Now, as far as the Neuse River goes, we've got 81 degrees right now in New Bern, feeling like 82, and it comes with a westerly breeze at about 7 miles an hour. Humidity is what's creating that feels like change. The humidity has come up significantly over the past several days. Right now we're looking at dew points in the low 60s. Normally we would see dew points more in the low 40s this time of year, would essentially kind of match up with our traditional or average overnight lows, which again are in the low 40s. Not this week though. This week overnight lows in the 60s. Air temperatures already into the 80s, and we are still looking at a couple more hours of warming left to go. Right now 81 degrees in New Bern, Washington, Kinston, Jacksonville, and Greenville, along with Swan Quarter. We've got 80 in Rocky Mount, Williamston, as well as Edenton, 79 in Roanoke Rapids, Ahoskie, Elizabeth City, and Kenansville. It is toasty no matter where you go, except for maybe the Outer Banks, where right now Hatteras is sitting around 62 degrees. But if you're going to the northern Outer Banks, right now Manio, 75 degrees, still toasty. Now, as we make our way through the weekend, we will have a little bit of a change in your forecast, not so much from a temperature perspective, but the sunny skies you're seeing on this afternoon's planner may not be completely sunny for your Sunday and Monday. Well, won't be completely sunny for Sunday and Monday, as we're going to have some rain showers moving into eastern North Carolina. It's a part of this large frontal boundary that continues to kind of just hold near the Great Lakes. Now, it will try to sink its way far enough south to give us an opportunity for maybe a few raindrops as we head through your Sunday and into Monday. But right now, it does not look like we're going to get any sort of push of cold air behind those rain showers. We'll get a little bit of rain. We'll hear a few rumbles of thunder, but we are largely anticipating a miss on the severe weather potential. Great news there. Do not need severe weather. Let's take a look at, again, your humidity tracker. And this is a really good job of separating warm and humid air from cooler and drier air. The colder the air is, the less moisture it can hold. And right there you can clearly see a line stretching from Texas across Arkansas into southern Illinois, Indiana, and even Michigan. That is essentially the frontal boundary itself. So watch what that boundary does. Again, sinks close to the eastern North Carolina, well, really the North Carolina-Virginia line, but doesn't actually make it into the region. And this is what's going to keep us from, again, experiencing a potential for severe storms. If that brown coloration, that drier air, had actually moved into eastern North Carolina, we would anticipate more lift and more turbulence in the atmosphere that could result in some severe thunderstorm development through Sunday and Monday. With this picture, looking the way it is, does not look like that's going to be happening. And that drier air continues to shift its way further northward as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday, kind of keeping us in that warm sector and leaving us with toasty temps as we head through next week. 80 degrees over the weekend, holds into Monday, even Tuesday. Right now, 81 degrees, 84 on Wednesday. And then a cold front in full shows up. And this is going to be a cold front coming up on Thursday that will actually push its way all the way through eastern North Carolina. Now, that is going to unlock a potential for severe storms. Not a guarantee, but a potential. Timing is also going to play a factor in determining whether or not we do see severe storms. But right now, I would again keep your eyes on Thursday for the potential for some stronger rain, heavier downpours, lightning strikes, and perhaps even some gusty winds. Not a certainty that we are going to be seeing severe storms, but timing, if the front passes through in the mid-afternoon to evening hours, our opportunities for severe storms will go up. Right now, our timing is looking more like mid to late morning hours for Thursday's cold frontal passage. But again, we are still several days away, and that could adjust a bit. Now, we'll hang on to some raindrops on Friday and into Saturday, with air temperatures dropping into the mid to upper 60s on Friday, back to the mid 70s by the following Saturday. That's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at 2 o'clock. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Friday.